Good morning. It's Ray Lehman with Friends of Arkansas. I'm still feeling a tremendous amount of pain for the folks that are being fired across our state, especially the healthcare workers who are being fired for not taking the vaccination, the COVID-19 vaccination and boosters. Their employers are allowed to do that because 4 senators voted no on Senate Bill 739. We're going to go into that in a little more detail, but I just wanted to let you know that today in this video, I'm focusing on one legislator, Senator Bledsoe. Let me start at the top. Have you been fired or are you about to be fired for refusing to take the COVID-19 vaccinations and boosters? If so, Senator Bledsoe's no vote on Senate Bill 739 is the reason your employers can fire you today. The following video will show you exactly how Senator Bledsoe is allowing you to be fired. Please follow us at Friends of Arkansas on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel, Friends of Arkansas. Let's go to the Arkansas Legislature web page. It's where so much information resides there. We're going to look at SB 739. We're going to look at the video of the meeting where the senators discussed Senate Bill SB 39, and we're going to show you the final vote of SB 739 and explain how that vote, even though the bill passed, how that vote by Senator Bledsoe allows employers to fire you today. Let's go to the legislature page. This is the Arkansas State Legislature page. It has about everything you could possibly want to know about what's going on within the legislature. This area is where you search for bills. So we're going to type in SB 739. And up comes SB 739, which is to provide employee exemptions from federal mandates and employer mandates related to coronavirus 2019, COVID-19, and to declare an emergency. This is a critical line here. The emergency was not declared. This, as you scroll down, this shows the history of Senate Bill SB 739. It was filed in the Senate on September 29th. The 29th, the 30th, they had quite a bit of discussion. The 1st, the 4th of October, and then on October 4th, the Senate voted. Are you ready? The Senate voted with 21 yeas and 12 noes. But that was not the final vote. The final vote occurred up here a little bit further when they voted a second time on the emergency clause. You see back here with the first vote, it's a majority vote. So 21 yeas and 12 nays, this vote, Senate Bill 739, passes. What happens, though, is the emergency clause did not pass. What is an emergency clause? An emergency clause says that this bill is so important that it's going to go into effect the moment the governor signs it, or if the governor chooses not to sign it, if he lets it sit on his desk for 5 days, then it will also become law. And it would become law immediately if the emergency vote, to declare an emergency, was voted on. Now here's the challenge. It takes 24 votes, a supermajority of yes votes, to create that emergency. So currently, as it stands, as of October 4th, at 12:49 p.m., Senate Bill 739 passed, but without an emergency clause. So let's scroll back up to the summary, and we'll go to the second roll call on the emergency clause. This was an attempt to pass the emergency clause. Would you look at this, ladies and gentlemen? 23 yes, 11 no, 1 non-voting. If just one Republican senator had changed their vote from no to yes, y'all would have been protected right now today. In fact, y'all would have been protected. This is October 4th. It would have been sent to the governor's desk, and y'all would have been protected when he signed it or 5 days after. We're now well into the month of November. Think of all those people who have been fired from their jobs. Think of all those people who have been fired from their jobs because one of 4 Republican senators refused to vote for the rights of the individual, and rather they voted, apparently, for the unknown, non-existent rights of businesses. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to get these people out. They are not Republicans, and that's described by this one vote. Let's go back. So here we are. 23. We needed 1. Bledsoe, Dismain, Eads, Hickey, Sample. Any one of those could have changed their vote. And how did they change their vote? Well, the whoever it is that's sitting in the chair at the Senate, generally the lieutenant governor, before the vote is posted and made final, he says twice, "Does anyone wish to change their vote? Does anyone wish to change their vote?" Every one of these nays down here knew we only needed one more vote to protect Arkansans. And this is the target of this video. She refused to change her vote, and as a result, every person that's been fired in October, November, December, and halfway through January is on her head. Senator Bledsoe, I think, is not going to run. I don't think she's running again, but we need to make certain that whoever takes her place, or if she does somehow figure out how to run again, that that person replacing her or she understands the pain that she caused throughout this state. Now, let me go back. I don't like to post things if they can't be proven. So we're going to say that the Senate had this vote on October 4th, 2021. Let's go back up to the beginning of the state Arkansas legislature page. You get to it by going to arcleg.state.ar.us. And what we do, if you wanted to actually see that meeting itself, we click on this month. And remember, the date was October 4th. So let's go back to October 4th. And October 4th here, no point in looking at any other date other than October 4th, because that's when the discussion occurred. Click go, and then we're looking for the Senate convenes. And in here is the video of that very meeting. And I'm sorry, the bottom of it's going to be cut off a little bit. This happened to me yesterday too. I apologize, but this is the discussion.
Mark Johnson, Letting.
They were considering Bill
Hitch.
730 at that point. I'm not sure if I could find 739. There was a lot going on that day. But anyway, this is where you would find it. Just basically scroll through. There's a little bar down at the bottom that describes what is. You can see what is being discussed.
To this, one of the things that was contributed is let's put a sunset clause on this thing, because when we come back in general session in 2023,
this is where you
those
go
of us that are here
to listen
will be able
and to hear what these senators say and what their arguments were both for and against. Now, before I get out of here, I want to point out one other bill. 731 established a right to privacy concerning coronavirus. This is a beautiful bill that failed in the House. And it failed in the House because Representative Wardlaw objected to the bill, and House Speaker Shepard came down to the floor and spoke against the bill. Now, why would Republicans oppose this? Makes a fellow wonder. Anyway, let's go down to the Senate votes again on this one. And guess what? The same people, Bledsoe, Dismayne, English, Hickey, Sample, voted against this bill. This bill would have given Arkansans, assured them the right to privacy, that they do not have to disclose their COVID-19 vaccination status, and it said that no business person no employer can retaliate against an employee who refuses to give their vaccination status. That bill failed. And again, Senator Bledsoe had a hand in having 731 fail. But the main one, SB 739, is the law of the land. Because the emergency clause did not pass, it will go into effect sometime around January 13th of 2022. Because a bill, once it's signed by the governor, if there's no emergency clause, I think it has 90 days before it actually becomes law. So for that 90-day window, all of these people are being fired. And Senator Bledsoe did nothing. She could have stopped it by simply changing her vote from no to yes. I'll continue these videos looking at the other senators who refuse to change their vote to protect the healthcare workers here in the state of Arkansas. Instead of protecting the healthcare workers in the state of Arkansas, what they did is they protected the employers. That's wrong. This country was founded on individual rights, not the made-up rights of businesses. I'm pissed. I suppose you can tell. All right, I apologize for it being so long. Please follow us on Facebook, on Friends of Arkansas on Facebook, and our YouTube channel, Friends of Arkansas. Thank you.